Hey, folks, welcome. Welcome to another podcast moment with me, Jay Works, as the host of Street Savvy, the podcast. Folks, we got a great show for you tonight, a very controversial word that we want answers and questions to. We want to hear what you guys think. So we want you guys to chime in. And again, for you folks don't know what PD code is, this is the clothing apparel that we are wearing on this show. PD code, even the sister show, which is in the 1 minute with Jay Works, and plus the new women's show, ladies and gentlemen, the new women's show, She the Reporter, February 1st. We're gonna have out, and they're all gonna have PD code clothing apparel. You're gonna see them wearing. You can get it also at Shopify.com, PD code, or PD code clothing and apparel.com. Folks, please go out and get it at any one of our social media outlets or any store you see me at or any store we at. And we at 622 South Main Street, Central Square, New York, North Syracuse. PD code clothing and apparel. It's here to stay, folks. I want you guys to know that, and PD code sportswear out. But today we got a huge topic for you guys. Topic is the N-word. Why can the black and brown community say the N-word and no other culture can't? Is that a cultural thing, or that's something that is a stigma on black folks forever? Let's talk about it, folks. We're gonna get into it. Before that, we got some news, and we're gonna talk what's trending. The news today in sports, in collegiate sports and football, the Holiday Bowl. The Louisville Cardinals play tonight on Fox at 8 p.m. Should have been, I guess it says 8 p.m., so I don't know if the game's on or not. They're playing the Holiday Bowl against USC. Should be a great bowl game. And as well, you got the Military Bowl with Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech beat Tulane 40-20. And other sports, NBA news, the Sixers and the Magics are 44 tied in halftime, 44-44. The Panthers and Lightning in NHL news. The Panthers up in the first inning of the first half. The Panthers up on the Lightning, 1-0. And NBA other news, the Bucks up on the Brooklyn Nets, 74-72. And NHL news again, the Penguins over the Islands in the second half, second period, 4-0. And you got the Phoenix Suns tonight against the Rockets. Both of them are middle between in the pack. Phoenix Suns are 14-15, and the Rockets are 15-13. And the Hurricanes in hockey is going to play tonight too as well against the Predators. And the Knicks will be playing OKC, and Avalanche is going against the Coyotes. The Coyotes beat the Avalanche 4-5. That's sports news, folks. Let's get into that. Okay, trending news. More stories coming out about Diddy, allegedly in Diddy's camp. They're saying allegedly his son Justin's not his. His story's coming out saying that Justin's mom can prove it, and Diddy killed his best friend, who tried to allegedly have his best friend killed, Justin's real dad. Folks, again, I said it earlier in the week, when it comes to these stars, folks, we need to mind our business. We need to periodically mind our business, because that's just dirty laundry. If you don't like no one doing it to you, don't do it to them. Whatever they doing, that's their business. Whatever they do in the closet, go come out the light one day. But let's not make you be the light. You know what I mean? Let's not be the judge and jury before they get judged. And that's what's happening with a lot of black people in the community. A lot of these black stars in our community are getting shunned and they're getting prosecuted in the public eye before anything. So, again, allegedly, Diddy, allegedly, Justin's real dad, Diddy tried to put a hit on him. That's what the mother is saying. We're going to follow up on this story later in the day. And Bishop T.D. Jakes was caught up in the Diddy hoopla as well. Allegedly came out the last several days on his podcast as well as IG saying, hey, the freak stuff hit me somewhere else. You know, he would say he's in the pulpit. He's not there to be preaching anything else but what the God word is. He's not a freak. That's not what he do. He help people. That's not the type of line of work he's into. But what's going on? And then he don't confront lies. Leslie, that's what T.D. Jakes says. So, hey, pastor, bishop, whatever you call it, stand on 10 toes. We respect it. And that's news trending. Other news trending, world news, China has told the United States either get down or shut up or lay down. On this new peace treaty, supposedly China is trying to sign between Beijing and Japan, or North Korea as well. And right now it shows America has no power. What Russia pulled with all this invasion the last year or two, what these other countries are doing, as well as in the Middle East, they're pulling off all these invasions, the Hamas, Israeli war. They stepping all on the American word. 20, 30 years ago, America was tough, was pig-skinned, would get between stuff like that, not minding their business and shutting it down and getting the peace treaty. Now, America's Sleepy Joe, he's really sleep. And they tell him, if you don't want a war, you better get down with us. It's even showed in the Senate. You know, what Donald Trump did, like him or not, he pulled out all the trash, all the gangsters. So America's being pushed around. And Sleepy Joe ain't the one. And in all the polls, all the national polls, except for allegedly Milwaukee and Pennsylvania, Donald Trump is leading by double digits over Sleepy Joe for the 2024 presidential election. So, folks, people are really waking up out there. People are really saying, hey, Sleepy Joe, Democrats, we're tired of you. Look what's going on in Chicago. Chicago and New York are the biggest black delegates in the states. And right now, which I'm reporting, and it was a fact that it showed at the border, it was people from the Middle East getting captured at the border. Yes, it was men. It was men. I'm going to have more on the story later on, but there's a lot going on. And if you look at it, they're trying to flood Chicago. They're trying to flood New York with all these refugees, majority Hispanic-speaking people as well, which is trying to think about that, black folk. It's time to wake up. It's time to get knowledge of what's going on with the Democratic Party and what America's trying to do. So if you don't believe in politics, it's time to wake up and voice your opinion. And I'm not saying just with votes. I'm saying just with electing your public and state leaders. Those are ones, the legislators, those are ones who make laws for you, not DC. Your public and state officials. So let's get with it. We're part of that, what's going on. The floodgates have been open, folks. We can't even house these people they're letting in. And that was part of one of Sleepy Joe's big public movement in his campaign. Is the border. And controlling the border or not building the wall. Donald Trump all along was like, let's build the wall. So, folks, we got a lot to talk about in the next coming weeks and days, in the next coming months, especially about this election, who we want commander-in-chief and who we want to represent us. We got to figure that out, folks. Okay. Let's get that out the way. The topic of the day is the N-word, folks. The N-word. How you feel about the N-word in your community as being a black person and a brown, and how often we use it, and why other cultures cannot say the N-word. Why? Now, as far as Wikipedia, in English language, the word nigger is a racist, derogatory words used against black people, especially African American. started in the 1800s. That's crazy. And it's a racial derogatory statement. That's in the Wikipedia. But we use it every day, black folk. We use it every day. N-word this, N-word that, N-word this. But she was a color man, a white man, say it, oh, he getting his teeth knocked out. And I get it. I get it. I totally get it. I'm telling you. Because you catch me on a day and you say the N-word, I might have some words for you. Because I don't promote violence in no way, shape, or fashion or form. But the N-word is personal to people. It's volatile. It's harmful. It's racist in a lot of different ways. But why we use it, black folk? Why we use it playful? It's just like saying the bitch word. Bitch is common now. But you walk up to the wrong person and call them a bitch, something might happen to you. Something may happen to you. And it's just like using N-word on any given day, in the public space. You say the N-word in public, without public, in the bathroom, restroom, dressing room, restaurant, McDonald's, Burger King, or you have your corner sub shop, or your 7-Eleven, or your Dudley station, Chinese food shop, Blue Hill Ave, here in Syracuse, Salina Street. You say the N-word, you might get your top popped off. What I mean by this, somebody might hit you in your nugget. Bite ya. And there's some crazies out there. There's some Karens, there's some Donnas, there's some Joes, there's some Billy Badasses out there. We'll say the N-word. What's up, Mr. Tillery? Hey, Miss Carter, how you doing? Glad you can join. Miss Stevenson, what's going on? Yeah, folks, let's join this conversation. Why is it prevalent that black folks can use the N-word and other cultures can't? Like I hear Spanish people saying it all day long. I hear them, they don't adapted it. But they looked at it as an ignorant person. And that's what it means to me. It's a derogatory word that's used by Caucasian folks. But I'm telling you something. A lot of them ain't smart enough. And we definitely ain't either because we use it prevalently. I done use it a million times probably in my vocabulary. And as I got older, I done simmered down. You can't say it around me. But folks, we got to stand on something. If we don't want to be called it, why are we preaching about it? It looks like it's a form of bigot, that two-face, that you could in greater form of fashion. Siobhan, how you doing? Good to see you. You know, we have to really understand what the N-word was made from. Now, Wikipedia says in 1980, it was referenced to Negroes having been introduced into Congress, placed by racial slur. The N-word, notable, is classified where a nigger is. That's what it said, folks. It says, I'm not even gonna repeat what it says, but it says when you say that word is racist, period. Now, do you think it's racist when white people say it? Or it's just a double standards when black folks say it? Because I'm not ignorant to the fact that we say it all day long. It's prevalent. So, but if you think white people don't see you saying it to each other, it makes them kind of comfortable to try to say it to one of us. But I'm telling you, white people, if you're watching me, my white counterparts, my white brothers and sisters, who cool, feel like you don't grew up in a neighborhood with a bunch of black and brown folk or Hispanic, please watch your mouth. Please, because some people don't feel like me, don't have that great opinion. Don't have word over matter. You say the N-word, my Caucasian folks, my Brazilian people, anyone who's fair, light-skinned, Chinese, Japanese, Vietnamese, Russian, English, Polish men and women, you say the N-word, somebody might put them speed bumps, them rockets on your forehead. Period. And I don't think anyone can come on national TV and say otherwise. Black people, we say it more than anyone. Either we love degrading ourselves, or we just like the word that somebody gave us, somebody pronounced to us, and it stuck to us. But we say it prevalently. Grandparents, kids, nephews, nieces, husbands and wives alike. And again, the bitch word is another word that's prevalent. You say B-I-T-C-H to one of these women, one of these young girls, or young women, or older women, middle-aged women, you name it, you might, something gonna happen to you. Not might, they wish you would. Black folk playing that wish creed. Black folk wish somebody would call them the N-word or B-I-T-C-H. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, both words are inappropriate. You're right. Both words are definitely inappropriate when you're talking to a man or women or black or white or Hispanic or whoever you call, whoever you have a conversation with. But I tell you this, Javon, you get those speed bumps, you don't want to write black folk. I know a lot of black women in my family from both sides. My wife's family, my family, my father's family. You call somebody a B-I-T-C-H or the N-word, something gonna happen to your family. Now, I know a lot of us got them cool white friends. Got them Mr. Joes. Y'all remember Mr. Joe and Midland and Kennedy had the store on Midland and Kennedy, right there where they got where they had the cleaners at. It was a Mr. Joe right there. Mr. Joe was a Jewish rich guy. His family was huge. And I was a child one day. And someone that know Mr. Joe, a white man, came in and said the N-word in an improper way. And all I seen was two left hooks and a kick. And I was about 5 years old, 6, 7, 5, 6. And that's when I learned the N-word was serious. That a white man can't talk like that old white woman. My mother, I was in a foster home, small story, here in Syracuse. And I had a foster lady. She had a son that was bigger than me. My mother can attest to this. And my mother got me out of that foster home, you guys, with physical attributes. Not by getting me back through the system. My mother was on this woman's behind. But she used the N-word to me and her son all the time in this foster home. When my mother would leave for visits, she'd put the N-word on me. But when I told my mother, I was putting that speed bump up on her head, my mother was giving it to her, giving her the truth about the N-word, about her son. Trust me. And I learned back then, late 70s, early 80s, Nikki, how you doing, baby? You call somebody the N-word, something's going to happen to you. And listen, you ain't going to like it. You can tell the courts, you can tell the cops, you can tell anybody else. But I tell you what's a prevalent word is color folk use it against white color people. Is redneck, cracker. Words like that mean folk and harm, mean ignorant black adults, older, will say them words quick to a Caucasian man or woman. Child, niece, nephew, whoever they are out there. They'll say that cracker word like Ritz cracker. Look at them crackers over there. Look at them. They staring at us. They trying us. And you know, as a kid, you like, yo, that sounds crazy. Redneck sounds a little okay. But cracker? Rich cracker? Man. So the N-word is just the same to the blacks. You say the N-word to the black folk, you better come up out of that coat, that jacket, that scarf, that hat, because black folk, what you say? What? Black folks are two-piece of you. Or they're in their pocketbook. And these young kids today, they doing this. They getting violent. You say the N-word. You say the N-word today in the United States of America, to which it stands one nation under God, on a blacker liberty, under blacker liberty, you're going to get your ass whooped. Period. With a bunch of speed bumps and a bunch of wet knocks. You ain't heard them words. You might not know that. I'm a little older. Wet knocks is some stuff all on your back, your behind, your head, your neck. You don't know where they came from, but they came there. And I guess the Washington Post and Wikipedia puts this N-word on the #1 list of words not to say to African Americans. Dean Clark, how you doing, my friend? It's #1 for a word to not to say to black African Americans. First of all, I'm not African. I'm going to make this plain to you. I'm black American. I was born in this country. I was raised in this country. My mama was born in this country. My grandparents were born in this country. So I'm a black American. Because Africans will tell you, I'm not black. I'm Nigerian. I'm from Africa. They don't know the difference. And if they do, let them stand on it. Because I'm standing on what I am. How you doing, Mr. Clark? Thank you for joining. But when you say the N-word, black folk, prevalently, somebody's watching. And it's compelling what comes out of your mouth. Because we got a lot of shows in America today and overseas, when they hear blacks on music, film, podcasts, say the N-word, they're like, if they saying it, Sharon, what's up, baby? If they saying it, what's up, Miss Thomas? What's going on? If they say, why can't we? No, white folk, let me be plain to you. Matter of fact, I'm going to stand up. Y'all, the clothing I got on is called PD Code. That's my clothing to wear. Let me tell you something. White folk, I'm going to tell you, the N-word, no matter how many times you hear black folks saying it, a kid or your fake cousin or your relatives that your mama or your cousin had a black kid, a black baby by, stand your ground, white folk. And other folk too, Brazilian people, Chinese people, you have it. Because right about now, in the state of mind that a black American is in, you say the N-word, Jesus ain't gonna help you. Jesus can't help you. Because we don't spoke on it, black folk, culturally, the N-word, we don't spoke the N-word to existence and to a vocabulary state of mind, which again is compelling in what comes out of here, black folk. People are watching you. People have been watching you. There's always been a microscope on you, black folk, black and brown folk. So when you say the N-word, a white person is comfortable. Little Billy, Billy Bob, Bob Michael, Little George, Roger, Chris, even little Miguel. They get more comfortable. They get comfortable saying the N-word. But folk, let me tell y'all something that's special about that. It's consequences, folks. Let me take this hat off so you can see my forehead with the lines. I'm getting a little tense. It's consequences when you say the N-word, black people as well, because it's ignorant that we say it to each other. It's very ignorant. It's very disgraceful, for one. For two, we don't make it cultural. That's just this is ludicrous for that. But white folk, yeah, black folks don't make it a conversation. Yeah, black folks don't make it a part of their vocabulary in a prevalent sentence, But white folk, other color folk, I mean lighter than me, speak different languages, Brazilian, Chinese, Cape Verdean, you name it. You say the N-word, it's consequences and repercussions. That's a fact. That's not me telling some job story. That's not me telling you I'm gonna run up on you or somebody black telling you try it. I wish you would. Do it. I seen plenty of videos this week, even today. A white man on the train, verbatim, I'm gonna say what he said. The black older brother said, listen, whatever you saying, don't call me the nigger word. Don't call me the N-word, don't call me niggas. That's what he said. The white man sitting in the train, he said, I'll call you what I want to call you. Who do you think you are? And the black brother said, just say it. Just say it. So the white man was Paul. The white man was sitting on the train. Just like this. He said, you are a nigga. You a nigga. You know what I called you? The black dude said, oh, you said it? This is the white man Paul on that seat. I'll tell you not. It's on YouTube. So, folk, white friends, white so-called brothers and sisters, whoever you want to be because you grew up on the west side of Syracuse, or you grew up on the dirty north, or you grew up in South Boston, D Street projects, L Street, whatever street. You say the N-word, no matter where you at in the United States of America, somebody gonna government your motherfucking forehead. I promise you that. So yeah, it's ignorant for black folk and very gratuitous to say the N-word to each other, but you better not say it. I'm giving you an education, white friends and family and brothers and sisters. Watch your mouth. Be careful. Because there won't be no Will Smith smack. Trust me. It won't be no Will Smith smack. Because Will Smith smacks don't get you speed bumps. They get you curl knots. But speed bumps call somebody an N-word. Somebody, grandmama will jump on you. Because I know all of mine will. I know for a fact. Matter of fact, my mama got almost 20-something grandkids, and she will put a speed in you. She'll put something crone in you, too. You say the N-word the wrong way. So, again, folks, how you doing, my lovely wife? Thank you for joining us. Appreciate it. But, yeah. And so, again, fellas, I'm going to end this off here. I'm going to end this with another word that is prevalent. That you look it up in Wikipedia. The word bitch. B-I-T-C-H. Black folk done made that word prevalent. Oh, yeah. I see black men, I see men calling other men bitches all day long. I see black men, black young men and women, Puerto Rican, black, what you want to call it, the black and brown community done bought some of the words, bitch, the N-word and cracker, and put it in their lineup. Yes, they have. Put it in vocabulary. As school took out in cursive, as school took out praying, in the national anthem, black folk done brought in the N-word, bitch, and cracker. Rich cracker, like that. Folks, don't call nobody a bitch. If you don't want nobody calling your mama a bitch, your daughter a B, your cousin a B, your grandmama a B word, you better not do it. Because just as well you say it, they're going to say your mama's one. Because black women are prevalent, are super official, by saying it. If I'm one, your mama one. And these are words. Hey, Angie. How you doing, family? I'm telling you, those are some of the words the black and brown community has made so popular. The B-I-T-C-H, the N-word, and cracker, rich cracker. They done made it prevalent. They done made it prevalent for us to conversate about, to put in our music, especially young folk. But I'm going to tell you, you walk up on a black woman, and you say the N-word, something might happen to you. Matter of fact, I'm going to go as far as saying, I know something will happen to you. I know something going to happen to you. I know somebody going to open up a can of ASS whooping on your behind. So what I'm saying to you, as a prominent host of a great podcast, Street Savvy, folks, those words are not words prevalent in our conversation. It should be. And another way is too, another thing is, folks, we got to realize as a community as a whole, black folk, the N-word need to be shoveled out of it. I'm going on record saying it. I'm going on record saying we need to get the N-word out our vocabulary. Because Google it. Go to Wikipedia. That's what the N-word means. Go locally on it too. We need to get it out of our vocabulary. Yes, we do. It's prevalent that we do. Because those same folks are using it like we using it. And we jumping on them. We chastising them. We choking them out. We knocking them out. We giving them speed bumps. We kicking them in the behind. When we, all that. We come and raised when somebody said the N-word to us, but we said to each other every day. So tell me how that worked, folks. Tell me where's the ending at. It starts with us, America. Black Americans. I'm not saying African Americans. I don't use that in my conversation. I hate when I see it on the census report, hate when I see it on applications, or you name it. I'm a Black American. And that's my opinion. I'm voicing that. It's like I'm voicing the N-word. And as well as the B word and definitely the cracker word, because it's the double standards in our generation, in our culture. We say it prevalently, no one else can't say it. And it's not saying they can't, because they do, and they will. But it's consequences when they say it. Because like I said, and God is my witness, you catch me on one of them days and you call me the N-word, I'm going to tell you something about your mama, your daddy, and who had them. And you better get away from me. Because I don't use that type of vocabulary around me. You call me that, you might see the light skin come out of me. And that's that light skin right here. Come on, that light skin. That light skin. Because I'm darker than berry and the juice ain't never been sweet. It's been tasty though. That's what I heard. But hey, America, thank you guys for tuning in on this great subject, on this great podcast, Street Savvy. I'm the host with the most in the smoke. Remember, we are not here to shun nobody or disrespect. It's topics out from the dome, as you young folk would say, from the mind and the body and soul. And we're just trying to give you great conversation morning, evening, at night. When you're driving, when you're in the shower, when you're at home with your family, hopefully you will see one of our shows. And again, folks, we have a women's panel. Jimmy, how you doing? Mr. Butler, how you doing? Great. Thanks for tuning in. You too as well. Sunshine, I love you. We got a great women's show coming up February 1st, folks. Dedicated to my sister, Takesha Works. Love it. The show is called The She Reporter. Listen, if you like powerful women, black and brown, beautiful women, talking people, women stuff, politics, mothers, First college graduate in the family, generational, first woman black home buyers, lawyers, judges, doctors, CNAs. Check out the new show, The She Reporter, February 1st. And if you think you can report, come on a podcast and speaking to the camera, but what's on your mind, hit me up. I'm looking for a lot of people. I'm looking for candidate folks. Jay works for candidates to come on the new show, the new podcast, to be a guest host on the She Reporter, and as well as the sister show in the 1 Minute with Jay Works, and yours truly, this show here, Street Savvy. We are knocking them out the box, folks. A guy you know, someone who you know about, someone who you don't talk with, or shoot the trash with, or someone you got a kid by. I'm not saying it's me. If it's me, yours truly. Come in and join us. Hope you keep supporting us. Thank you, folks, for tuning in, and definitely like, love, subscribe, and share. Greatest moment of the show. I love you guys. Good night, America.